Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum. Dear students, how are you all? Today I will continue the lecture from my previous lecture. I have discussed in detail about the chromosome and all the components of chromosome, and I stopped my previous lecture yesterday on nucleosome. So I will continue my lecture from the nucleosome. So basically, nucleosomes are what? These are the subunit or the basic unit of the chromosome, and I have discussed yesterday that each nucleosome consists of the 8 histone proteins and the 200 nucleotide bases of the 200 nucleotide bases of DNA. So there are about 30 million nucleosome in the human cell, and this nucleosome actually look like the octamer of histone because it consists of octamers. Octa means 8 histone proteins are present in one nucleosome, and you can see here the very beautiful structure of the nucleosome, in which you see here these are the proteins, and these proteins are wrapped by the nucleotides, DNA nucleotides, and this is the structure of the nucleosome. Now I will discuss one by one the component of the nucleosome. First one is the DNA helix. DNA helix is basically deoxyribonucleic acid, and as we know that the chromosomes are made up of DNA and protein. So I will deliver a detailed lecture upon the structure and chemical composition of the DNA later on. Here I will give you few points about the DNA, which is deoxyribonucleic acid, and you can see here DNA 2 strands, which are 2 strands here. These 2 strands consist of nucleotides, and these nucleotides, which are about 200 nucleotides which are present in one nucleosome. Now the second component of the nucleosome is the histone. Histone in biology, histones are highly basic proteins. These are basic protein, not acidic proteins, found in the eukaryotic nuclei that pack and order the DNA into structural units. Actually, these histone proteins, like the functional unit, we know that in nucleosome is the DNA, genes, and histones provide the structure, stability to that DNA, to that it's mean to chromosomes. So these are the structure protein. Histones are abundant in lysine and arginine, 2 types of the amino acids which are present in the histone protein. One is lysine and other one is the arginine. Histones are the chief protein component of the chromatin. So now I'm moving towards the classes of the histone. There are 5 major families or classes of the histone protein. As you can see here on the screen, H1, H5, H2A, H2B, H3 and H4. Now, H1 and H5. H1 and H5 are the linker proteins. लिंकर प्रोटीन्स ऑफ द हिस्टोन, जैसे हम किसी चीज़ को बांधते हैं और उसको गिरा लगा देते हैं तो दे लुक लाइक दैट नॉट, बिल्कुल स्नॉट की तरह से. ईच न्यूक्लियोसोम when produced, it is locked by the linker protein, and that one nucleosome, ये एक nucleosome आप देख रहे हैं, यहाँ पे आप इसका linker protein histone H1 देख रहे हैं, तो this linker, this link the one nucleosome to the next and then next and then next, a chain of nucleosome will produce. So you can see here H2A, H2B, H3 and H4. Four types of the histone proteins are packed inside the DNA helix. So each H2A, H2B, H3 and H4, each histone protein has its copy. So there are 4, and if it is present in duplicate form, then there are about 8 proteins. So that's why in one nucleosome 8 histone proteins are present, which are, you can say that H2A and its copy, H2B and its copy, H3 and H4 and their copies. So this is the overall structure of the nucleosome, which is very clear and very beautiful, and you can see the DNA strands, you can see easily the linker proteins, and I hope so it will clear the concept of nucleosome, because most of the students are little bit confused how वो सोचते हैं कि भाई अगर 4 टाइप्स ऑफ हिस्टोन प्रोटीन्स जो हैं वो एक न्यूक्लियोसोम के अंदर प्रेजेंट हैं, तो वो 4 8 कैसे बन जाते हैं. तो अब आपको पता चल गया कि हर प्रोटीन, चाहे वो H2A, H2B, उसकी एक कॉपी प्रेजेंट हो, तो इस तरह से डबल हो जाते हैं, यानी 4 के 8 हो जाते हैं. नाउ इट इज़ क्लियर अपॉन यू पीपल, आई होप सो. नाउ मूविंग towards the next diagram, you can see here this is also the very clear diagram of nucleosome, and you can see all the histone proteins arranged. Now most of the students, and when I was a student, I was confused about the karyotype. भाई ये karyotype क्या है? तो karyotype actually this is the, you can say that, a term which is used for the whole genome in the cell. जो सेल के अंदर तमाम हम कहते हैं, जैसे ह्यूमन के 46 नंबर ऑफ क्रोमोसोम है, तो दिस इज द कैरियोटाइप. न्यूक्लियस के अंदर जो पूरा जीनोम, पूरे जो नंबर ऑफ क्रोमोसोम्स और जेनेटिक मटेरियल प्रेजेंट है, दैट इज नोन एज karyotype, and the preparation and the study of the karyotype is the part of the cytogenetics. Cytogenetics means the study of the cell genes or heredity and heredity material DNA. So karyotype related to the complete set of chromosome of any species of eukaryotic cells. So I hope so it will be clear upon you. Now I'm moving towards the single chromosome structure. You can see here a very beautiful diagram of the chromosome, and chromosome, you know that present in the homologous pair. Like in case of the human being, there are 46 number of chromosomes, mean 23 pairs of the chromosomes, and I will discuss in detail the types of the chromosomes. So this is the simplest structure of the chromosome, and you can see here this is complete chromosome, and these are the tips. This tip is known as the telomere. In telomeres, repetitive sequences are present, and these telomeres function, इस telomere का जो function है, it prevent from chromosomes collapsing, or it prevent the attachment of the chromosome with each other. When homologous chromosome come together and attach at the point of the centromere, at that time these telomeres prevent it from attaching with each other. So you can see here, this is the centromere. Centromere is known as the primary constriction, and I will discuss later on the secondary constriction and difference between them. So this primary constriction is known as centromere, and at the top of the centromere there is present a protein plate which is known as karyotype. You can see here, kinetochore. A protein plate is present on the surface of the primary constriction or centromere, and that plate is known as kinetochore. This kinetochore protein plate help in the attachment of the chromosome to the spindle fibers or kinetochore microtubule during cell division, mitosis and meiosis. So it is clear, kinetochore help in the attachment of the chromosome to the spindle fibers, which are also known as kinetochore microtubules. So this plate is made up of proteins, and it is present on the surface of the primary constrictions, means centromere. Now moving towards the secondary constriction. You can see here, this is the secondary constriction. This secondary constriction has many functions. You can see this is the secondary constriction, this is the secondary constriction, and most of the students confused about this and ask the question, what is the secondary, what is the function of that? Now I will tell you what is the function of the secondary constriction. You can see here the satellite DNA, satellite chromosome. So this is the part of the chromosome which is satellite, mean it consists of very large tandemly repeating non-coding sequence. This satellite consists of non-coding DNA. Non-coding DNA which do not code or for proteins, which is non-functional. So this is the satellite which is a non-coding region of the DNA. And you can see the secondary constriction. Now I will discuss in detail about the secondary constriction. So secondary constrictions आप देख सकते हैं are the characteristics are the narrow region, constricted are the narrow region found at any point of the chromosome other than that of the centromere. एक बात तो ये हमने क्लियर कर ली कि beside the centromere or primary constriction, there is another constriction or constricted area or narrow region which is known as secondary constriction. This secondary constriction, now the difference between the two. The difference between the two can be noticed during anaphase. As chromosome can bend, up chromosomes during anaphase, when the anaphase is the stage of the mitosis and meiosis both. At anaphase, ana means opposite, phase means stage. At anaphase, what will happen? The chromosomes move towards the opposite pole of the cell. That's why that is known as anaphase. Ana, opposite phase stage. At that stage, what will happen? The chromosome move towards the opposite pole. So chromosome bending, जो क्रोमोसोम बेंड करते हैं या आपस में मुड़ते हैं, तो वो किस साइड के ऊपर करते हैं? वो ये अटैच्ड भी करते हैं, तो वो किस साइड के ऊपर करते हैं? सेंट्रोमियर की स्टेज के ऊपर. लेकिन सेकेंडरी कंस्ट्रिक्शंस आर यूजफुल इन आइडेंटिफाइंग क्रोमोसोम फ्रॉम ए सेट. देयर आर ईदर 0, 1, किसी में कोई भी नहीं होती, तो 1, 2, 3 और 4 नंबर्स तक सेकेंडरी कंस्ट्रिक्शन पाई जाती हैं किसी भी एक क्रोमोसोम में. डिफरेंट क्रोमोसोम में डिफरेंट साइट्स इन अ सेल एट एनाफेज. तो साइंटिस्ट ने देखा कि डिफरेंट हर क्रोमोसोम में जो कंस्ट्रिक्शन साइट्स थी वो क्या थी? डिफरेंट थी. सम पार्ट्स ऑफ दीज कंस्ट्रिक्शंस इंडिकेट साइट्स ऑफ द न्यूक्लियोलस. उन्होंने ऑब्जर्व किया कि ये फॉर्मेशन न्यूक्लियोलस फॉर्मेशन में हेल्प करते हैं, और इन सेकेंडरी कंस्ट्रिक्शंस को क्या कहा गया? न्यूक्लियोलर ऑर्गेनाइजिंग रीजन. क्या कहा गया? क्योंकि ये किस में सेकेंडरी कंस्ट्रिक्शन हेल्प कर रही थी? एक तो ये कंस्ट्रिक्शन साइट्स जो थी वो डिफरेंट थी, और इनके नंबर भी डिफरेंट क्रोमोसोम में डिफरेंट थे, और इनका फंक्शन क्या देखा गया कि ये न्यूक्लियोलस विच इज़ प्रेजेंट इन द न्यूक्लियस, which is the ribosome factory. You people are familiar with the nucleolus. I will discuss in the cell biology in detail about the nucleolus. So nucleolus is present in the nucleus, and this nucleolus is produced or formed by or organized by the secondary constriction. So they are known as nucleolar organizing region. They are known as nucleolar organizing, NORS. So the secondary constrictions also contains the genes for ribosomal RNA synthesis. Very important. These constrictions, these sites, scientists identified that these sites, these constriction sites contain genes which are responsible for ribosomal RNA synthesis. Is it clear to you? One function, ribosomal RNA synthesis. Second, number two function, nucleolus formation. I hope so it is clear now the difference between the primary and secondary constriction. Now I'm moving towards the types of the chromosome. Okay, first of all, I will discuss the types of the chromosome depending upon the position of the centromere. And these shapes I have shown you in my previous lecture during the cell division stages, prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. Now you can see here the centromere position. First one is the metacentric. In metacentric, centromere is present in the middle of the chromosome. Centromere is present in the middle of the, and in metacentric condition, the two chromatids of the chromosome are equal in size. You can see here, this is the metacentric, and in metacentric, what will happen? The two chromatids are equal in size, and centromere is present in the center. So this is metacentric. Second one, submetacentric. In submetacentric case, centromere slightly move towards the one arm, one chromatid, one arm of the chromosome. And one arm is short and the other is long. This is the submetacentric. Then you can see the acrocentric position, acrocentric chromosome. In acrocentric, centromere present more towards the one arm, and one arm is very short and the other is very long. This is the acrocentric. And you can see here the telocentric condition. This shape is discovered at the telophase stage, and you can see here the centromere is present at the tip, and just one arm is present. One arm of the chromosome, one chromatid is present, as compared to the metacentric, which is present at the metaphase stage, with complete two chromatids with the central centromere. So these are the four types of the chromosome which were observed at different stages of the cell division, and there are four types, and these types depends upon the position of the centromere. I hope so it is clear. Now moving towards the next. Now these are the two types of the chromosomes, and these two types actually depends upon the shape. In case of the human, there are 46 number of chromosome and 23 pairs of the chromosome means. So in 22 pairs of the chromosomes are autosomes, and one pair is the sex chromosome. 22 pairs are autosomes, and autosomes are those chromosomes which do not involve in the sex determination, control many other traits, but do not involve in the sex determination. Sex determination means differentiation, male and female, differentiate karna. So autosomes do not involve in sex determination. They control many more characters, and Inshallah, I'll discuss in another lecture. So, sex chromosomes, what? Those chromosomes which determine the sex of an organism. And these sex chromosomes are also known as allosomes. Sex chromosome determine the sex of an organism, means male and female. Now, you can see here the human 46 number of chromosome, and you can see the female XX chromosome and male XY chromosome. So X chromosome rod shape and the Y chromosome scientists discovered it as a J shaped. So Y is the sex determining. When two X present, female, and when one X and Y present, this is male. So you can see here that 23 pairs, and out of 23 pairs, one pair is different from the other 22 pairs. So this is the set of the human sex chromosome. Human sex and autosome, sex chromosomes and autosome set. Okay, ji. Now this is Drosophila melanogaster, Morgan's study animal. And this Drosophila melanogaster has 4 pairs of chromosome, mean 8 chromosomes. And you can see here 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 pairs. And how many chromosomes? 8 chromosomes. Sex determination was first done by the Morgan in Drosophila. सो ड्रोसोफिला का ट्रिब्यूट देने के लिए मैंने इसको इस स्लाइड को यहाँ पे शामिल किया, और आप देख रहे हैं बहुत ही प्यारी सी ड्रोसोफिला है अपनी रेड आई के साथ और बड़े प्यारे विंग्स के साथ आपको नज़र आ रही है. तो ये है जी ड्रोसोफिला मेलानोगास्टर, जो कोई एक आम फ्रूट फ्लाई होता है, और ये मॉर्गन का क्या है स्टडी एनिमल भी था, और सबसे पहले इसी के अंदर जो एक्स और वाई क्रोमोसोम्स को स्टडी किया गया था, डिस्कवर किया गया था. चलें जी, लास्ट में हम थोड़ा सा वाई क्रोमोसोम के बारे में मैं आपको थोड़ा सा बता दूं कि द सेक्स डिटरमिन रीजन वाई contain SRY. SRY, you can see here. SRY is a gene which is sex determining region of the Y. S for sex determining, R is the region, and Y is the Y-shaped chromosome. So that chromosome consists of just one gene, and that gene that is known as SRY gene located only on the Y chromosome, and it controlled the characters of the male characters, like development of the male phenotype and development of the testes, etc. in male. So this is the actual sex determining chromosome, which is the Y chromosome. And must keep it in your mind, all the genes are present on the X chromosome, and only one gene is present on the Y chromosome, that is known as SRY genes, means sex determining region of the Y. And this is the just gene which present on the Y and not present on the X chromosome or other chromosome. And what is the function? It controls the testes development and other character of the male. So I hope so the lecture will be clear upon you people, and I will continue my next lecture from this point. And I'm showing here you the chromosomes with genes, and I will start my next lecture from this slide, which is about the gene interaction. And you can see the 2 chromosome with linked genes. And you know that I have discussed in my early lecture that the genes present on the same chromosome are known as linked gene, and genes present on the different chromosomes are non-linked genes. तो ये एक कॉन्सेप्ट भी है. इंशाल्लाह इसी से मैं अपना नेक्स्ट लेक्चर स्टार्ट करूँगी. मुझे यकीन है कि आपको समझ आ गया होगा. इफ़ यू हैव एनी क्वेश्चन, यू कैन आस्क मी फ्रीली, एंड आई विल ट्राई माई बेस्ट टू गिव यू द आंसर। अपने क्वेश्चन को कमेंट्स में शेयर किया करें और सब्सक्राइब करें हमारे चैनल को और लाइक करें और शेयर करें। एंड थैंक यू वेरी मच। एजुकेशन को प्रमोट करें, एजुकेशनल चैनल्स को प्रमोट करें पाकिस्तान के अंदर, ताकि बहुत सारे और लोग भी मोटिवेट हों और इस काम की तरफ आएँ और लेक्चर्स को डिलीवर करें और चैनल्स क्रिएट करें एजुकेशन पे रिलेटेड, चाहे वो बच्चों के लिए हों या बड़ों के लिए हों। थैंक यू वेरी मच एंड अल्लाह हाफिज़।